Hi, my name is Ashley Phipps. I am a producer in games. I am from and have always lived in Iowa in the United States. My favorite aspect of my neighborhood and where I live is that it's in the middle of nowhere. It's about 25 minutes to get anywhere that has like a Target and multiple grocery stores and those sorts of things, which can certainly be a struggle sometimes, but I also really enjoy just being able to be out here in the quiet. I can just open the windows and there's no traffic going by, and I can work on my laptop outside sometimes too and just kind of watch the wildlife and the clouds go by and stuff. My preferred method of travel is anywhere I don't have to be focused on being the one in charge of the travel. I like to be a passenger on road trips. I like to ride on planes. Unlike a lot of people, I really enjoy travel and I like seeing new places. I have a lot of hobbies that aren't development related. I also have a degree in art and fiber art specifically, so I've been getting back into that and doing cross stitching. I bought a loom, really just anything that is creative and I don't have to go outside for. I'm really more of an indoor cat. The game that I'm working on right now is called Clock Out at 2. It's a visual novel essentially about microaggressions and being a person of color in the workplace and a woman in the workplace. The narrative kind of follows this Afro-Latina woman named Celia who has had some struggles in her very corporate job and is trying to handle that as well as helping support her family and essentially get clocked out by 2 in order to go to her abuela's birthday party. I came into this project pretty early in development. They had an initial demo created from a game jam, just a little team of like 4 or 5 people. And I actually played the game and it really resonated with me. And so I reached out to Matt Kandima, the lead game designer. I told him I could help with editing the script and that sort of stuff if he needed someone on that end. And he said, well, you're working in production, so why don't you come on as a producer? Since then, I've been the producer on the project, and we've had a fantastic, really diverse team of folks putting all of this together, and some have come on and done, some artwork and then gone on to do other projects. Others have been with it the whole time through, and so I've been managing that all along, and we're working on taking it to the next steps and finding publishers and those sorts of things now. My whole life, I've been playing games. My father is a computer programmer. He's done all sorts of things, but it's always been computer related my whole life. And so he introduced me to games from a young age. He took us to LAN parties back when we had to lug our whole PCs in the back of the car to his friend's basement to play, Unreal Tournament and Battlefield and those sorts of games. But I never thought that I could do that because I didn't have the right kind of art skills. I didn't want to do programming specifically. I didn't feel like I had the skills that were needed. I have my master's in higher education. I worked for 10 years on college campuses. After a lot of things changed at the position I was in, I quit my job. I got involved with the International Game Developers Association Foundation and was a part of their virtual exchange, which was kind of a boot camp for getting into the industry. All of us were in what's called the Velocity cohort, and so we all were transitioning from some other career into games. When I was in the virtual exchange program, one of the things that they kept saying to us and that I now pass on to other people is if you have worked on a game, you're a game developer. And so I think if you've worked on a game dev team, you are an indie game dev team. I think that's all it really takes, honestly. The industry can be more inclusive than they are. I want to use my games to put people in someone else's shoes in a way. Whether that is, understanding what, audio description is and why we would have that in a game and how that's useful, or, helping somebody understand why these things that they say to a coworker might not be as kind or helpful as they think and might actually be harmful.